Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's weekly market update for the week of November 14th, 2016. Now, as the market looks like it's starting to relax a bit, this week what we'll do is we'll look at how long it's taking to sell condos in the various municipalities in Metro Vancouver and how they compare. And we'll also look at the difference between condos and houses and how those two market segments really can't be generalized as one. So that and more coming up right next. So here we are, we're halfway through the month of November, and we can start analyzing where we think the month will go. So let's jump right into the numbers. Since the beginning of the month, we've seen 152 condos list on the west side of Vancouver, with 96 of those condos selling. So if we look at our total inventory count, however, at 865 listings, that is less than what it has been in the previous 2 weeks. So it looks like our inventory is actually starting to tighten a tiny bit, which is normal this time of year as we head into the end of the year, into the holiday season. Can't believe that's coming up very soon, just around the corner. The market does slow down, and what that means is that the buyers and sellers that have left the marketplace are just going to be really serious buyers. We're not going to get the looky-loos, and we're not going to get the sellers who are trying to test the market. So if you're thinking of doing something, don't let the time of year deter you. It's certainly still a positive time to be acting. It just means that there might be less supply to choose from, but also you might have more leverage in this marketplace. Now, new this week, I thought we'd talk about, as the market's starting to take a bit of a breather, how long it's taking to sell condos. So looking at this map right here on your screen, we've got something called DOM, days on market. This is an average number for condos. And what we can see in all the red zones right across the middle, so Vancouver, West, East, Burnaby, that means that it's taking longer to sell than what it has at the end of the month prior, versus North Vancouver, which is taking less time to sell. So we'll keep an eye on that map as we move forward here in the next couple of weeks. Now, while we're on the maps, we'll look at the price map as well. Again, we've got the red zones, meaning that it's an increase in average prices from the month prior, and the blue regions showing a decrease. Now, when we're talking about a decrease, I really would call it more of a plateau. For example, the west side of Vancouver, the average price of a condo is $680,000, but that's only a 0.24% drop from the month prior, and likewise in Burnaby, 0.28% drop. So when we're getting into the decimal points or the fractions of a single percentage point, I will call it a plateau. A few months ago, we also spoke about something called months of supply. It's a measure of what the market is doing. And this week I want to talk about, again, how condos and houses aren't the same thing. And we have to really decipher through that when we're educating ourselves about the marketplace. And so how we calculate months of supply, essentially we're looking at how many homes are coming on the market, how many are selling. And that tells us, if those numbers stay constant, how long would it take us to sell out of all of our inventory. So to make sense of that, let's put into layman's terms. We've got the sum of the market plot right here on your screen. So this is showing you all the products combined: houses, condos, townhouses, everything in between. And it looks like we're just in the cusp of a balanced market. So the black line is reaching 4 months supply. 4 to 6 months supply is a balanced market. More than 6 months is a buyer's market. Less than 4 months, that's a seller's market. However, if we break that down and we plop up our condos and houses, we've got the yellow line right at the bottom. That's condos, and those are still well within the seller's market, versus houses, which have shot right up in the white line there and have come down slightly, but are still in a buyer's market. Now, if we look at those figures more specifically for condos, it is the closest we've been to a balanced market for at least the last year. Right now, our month supply is at 3, which is the highest it's been since the last peak, which was 2.4 months of supply back in January of this year. So if you're a buyer, it's the best time it has been to buy in the last 12 months. And if you're a seller, it just means that we have to get a bit more creative with how we can leverage the market as it is and what we can do with our marketing to ensure that we're going to get as many buyers in through the door and ultimately get you the best possible price in this market. So if you guys have any questions about how this pertains to your situation, whether you're thinking of buying or selling today or in the near future, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help any way that I can. You can do so by calling or texting the number right below. And also, if you like these videos, please like and share this Facebook page. And I look forward to seeing you here this time next week again. So until then, have a wonderful week ahead. Bye-bye.